Slope of perpendicular line segments. If the slope of two line segments are negative reciprocals, the segments are perpendicular. If two non-vertical line segments are perpendicular, then their slopes are negative reciprocals. Perpendicular means meet at a right angle. I'm just going to discuss what is the negative reciprocal. Well, it means that it's the negative of, so let us say that our slope is 1/2. The negative reciprocal of 1/2 would be, well, the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2, so the negative reciprocal is the negative reciprocal of 1/2. 3/4 has a negative reciprocal as negative 4/3. 4, well, 4 has a negative reciprocal. Well, since 4 can be written as 4/1, the negative reciprocal of 4 would be negative 1/4. So in this diagram, line segments A, B, and C, D are perpendicular. We're going to prove it. So what we do know is that we're going to take a look at the slope. So whenever we are asked to see perpendicular, it's really about slopes. The slope of line segment AB, now I'm just going to make that triangle here. The slope of AB, the change of y, so going from A to B, the y values go from -2 to 2. So we increase by 4 in the y direction. Now, as I go in the x direction, I go from -2 to 4. -2 to 4, my x values increase by 6. The slope of AB, therefore, is going to be 2/3. Now, I'm just going to take a look at CD. So again, I'm going to use the same trick. Make this. My y values, going from D to C, left to right, my y values go from 4 to -2. So my y values change by -6. My x value goes from -1 to 3. So my x values increase by 4. So the slope of CD, my change in y values was -6. My change in my x values was 4. Therefore, my slope is going to be -3/2. So, since these slopes are negative reciprocals, then the lines are perpendicular. And we can write that in notation as AB perpendicular to CD. So example number 1. Which pairs of the line segments are perpendicular? So with this, I can say, just look at my slope of SR. And then I'm going to look at my slope of PQ. So again, I'm going to take a more formula approach to this. Why? Why not? It doesn't really matter, but you should know both methods. YR minus YX, YR minus YS divided by XR minus XS So my YR is -1 minus my YS is 3 divided by XR, the X coordinate of my R is 4, subtract XS, which is -1. Simplifying this, I get -4 over +5. And a quick look at this says that it is plausible because line segment SR is decreasing, so it should have a negative slope. Let's move on to the next one. So the slope of PQ. The slope of PQ is going to be y of P minus y of Q. It's kind of hard to draw that. Minus y of Q divided by the x of P minus the x of Q. So when I'm doing this, the y of P, so I'm just going to highlight, there's P, there's Q. The y of P is -3 minus 5 divided by the x of P is -2 minus 4. And what I get is 8 divided by 6, or 4/3. So since slope are not perpendicular, since the slopes are not negative reciprocals, these SR is not perpendicular to PQ. So now let us look at these two right here. Now I may want to take a more informal approach. These sort of look at right angles. They occur at a right angle. Like, the question I have to ask, is this a right angle? In other words, is it perpendicular? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a triangle. So the slope of EF is going to be, well, I notice that my x value increases by 6 and my y value increases by, goes from 2 to 1, 3. So my change of y is 3, change of x is 6, so the slope of EF is 1/2. Next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at the slope of GF. So I'm going to make a triangle out of GF. So, and it doesn't matter where you want to make your triangle. I'm going to oddly do it right here, I think. That's how I would do it. Some people might see their triangle as, well, why not this? I guess you could have done that as well. Either work. So what I notice is that the change of y here is going to go from 1, or sorry, as I go from G to F, that is down here, my change of y is going to go from 5 to 1, so that's -4. My change of x goes from 2 to 4, so that's 2. So what I get is the slope, GF, is -2. What do we notice about the slope of EF and GF is that they are negative reciprocals. So therefore, I'm just going to write this. I'm just going to write this in a sort of more formal way. I'm going to say EF is perpendicular to GF. All right, if you have any questions, make sure you